Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you see this. Hello, my name is Tiffany. I am an inner transformation specialist and I work with intuitives that have lost themselves in others, situations, or heck, even a tarot deck. And today I'm popping on to show you how just one really quick little tip on how you can. Uh, Work with tarot, although you don't need tarot. You don't need tarot for this exercise at all. So don't worry, you don't need tarot or oracle cards, just yourself. We're going to do a little 2-minute meditation. But if you have tarot or oracle cards, you can bring them into this session if you want. And if you want to do this session by yourself, you will need tarot or oracle cards. But whilst you're here with me, you don't need them because you can tune into mine. And this little meditation that I'm going to show you is really great for helping you to come into your own intuition and your own wisdom. I call it the instant hotline to the divine, and it takes only a couple of minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the meditation very quickly. And then if you want to share what you got in the chat box afterwards, in terms of message, and if you've got cards, what your card was, and if you don't have cards, then just say you were tuning into mine. Feel free. And it may be that there's not a lot of people here today. The reason being is that StreamYard is broken in my group. StreamYard is what I use to stream across platforms. And so it might be a bit quiet, the collective wisdom pool today, but we will see. Okay. So are you ready? Just give yourself 2 minutes now, just 2 minutes to come into you. And if you have a card, take one without looking at it. That's important. And you're placing it between your hands like so. And if you don't have a card, that's okay. Just put your hands together like so, but intending that my card is between your hands. Okay. And I want you to let go of any concern about what the card is, because it's not about that. That is being outside of yourself, using your intuition as outtuition, as I call it, which causes ouch-tuition. So we're not doing that. What we're doing is we're working with the divinity between our hands to tune in, to welcome them. It's a bit like you're opening the door to a long lost friend. So that's what I want you to feel when we go into this meditation. Are you ready? So just close your eyes and take your attention to between your hands, okay? And just tune into the feeling of the energy there. And just let that come up through your hands, through your arms, into your being. And just let it radiate out through your being. And just allow yourself to tune into how your feelings have changed. What is it you feel now? Mentally, emotionally, and physically? Are you seeing any colors or scenes? Any impressions from your imagination at all? Just welcome them in without judgment. Just allow them to be there. They don't have to be right or wrong. They're just there. So just allow them. And of course, if you do get a card, that's fine. It's just allowing that there too. It's not like, no, I can't see you card that you've made an appearance to. It's not that. You can allow it. It's just don't make it the need to be the card. Okay? Just acknowledge, okay, you've shown me yourself. Thank you. And then you send your thoughts up to the universe and you just say, dear universe, if there's a message in this card for me today, what is it? And when you've received that message, just allow that. Maybe you've received it through your feelings or your visions or a thought or a word. just allow it to lift you up because it's a message from your higher self. So just start vibrating, breathing it in and vibrating at that new level. Allow yourself to be ascending into that message. And then give the gift of gratitude. Thank you, universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my connection, for showing me my connection always, for this beautiful gift of higher self wisdom. And just take a nice deep breath in and out. Move your body a little bit any way that it wants to move and come back. Okay, so hello. I can see that there is a couple of people that have managed to find me today through the loops of StreamYard that's been broken. So I'd love to know what your message was and what your card was, or whether you tuned into my card. And whilst you're typing that, hopefully sharing that into the collective wisdom pool, because that's when you see that the messages build on each other, and that's really profound and mind-blowing. I will share with you mine for now. Okay, so what I got was this feeling of being in a massive giant daisy, and I was standing on the yellow part and I was getting fresh as a daisy, and I thought, oh, that's lovely. And I felt the presence of justice and sun and strength cards around me. And then I got a reminder. Not to get lost in the daily nitty gritty, but to remember to keep thinking bigger, aiming higher, keep my mind open, and not get lost in the to-do lists and the nitty gritty, which is interesting because I had that message last week very powerfully and I completely forgot it until now. So it was a really welcome reminder. And I do believe that these messages are collective. So whether you're seeing this live or on replay, I do believe that is for you as well. Let's see, is anybody going to pop up with their collective messages whilst I show the card? If not, then after I've shown the card, it'll be bye-bye from me for now. It's the moon. Interesting. Sometimes it's like the picture plays out more than the card. So I was stood in this giant circle, but I felt like it was more of a daisy. It was more sun energy than the moon. But the message was to look up and not get lost in the difficulties of life, which I think you can see here, that message very strongly actually in this card. So I think that can be the moony energy when we get kind of low energy from like, just all the stuff you try and can keep it together, but it just doesn't go to plan. It's so confusing, like the moon. But actually, the sun comes up, and I think, you know, that's when the clarity comes. So to remember that this too shall pass. If you're in something that feels gigantic, that feels overwhelming, really, we're just a little thing in a moment of time. It's just a speck. And got that message come through yesterday. Completely forgot about it until now. So thank you. I really appreciate actually having this space as well to kind of tune into myself. So Gail says, hello, Gail. Nice to see you here. Says, hi, I made it here. You did. Well done. Had a sense of blue sky and opening upwards. It's very daisy-like and a bit like this moon card from the Muse Tarot. Felt contentment. Yes. Going upwards, and the message was ground ideas into action, and the card was the Ace of Swords. Wow. So that's grounding ideas, coming, you know, strengthening them, putting them together. Fantastic. There's a real sense of sword energy going on, because I saw justice, and we're on justice in the membership today as well. So there is this real sense of like cut through the boggy stuff and just rise. That really does feel like the predominant message so far. Hey, Joe, awesome to see you here. I didn't have cards, was loading the dishwasher and listening to your lovely voice, but High Priestess energy came through. Interesting, because that's very moon energy. And she's also the sister of justice. So, whereas the High Priestess is ruled by the underworld and the night and the intuition and the feelings and finding her way through what's not obvious, through the kind of intuitional honing. In Justice, who's her sister, so whether that's in Greek mythology or Egyptian mythology, they are sisters, and Justice is very much about, again, seeing what is not very apparent, just obviously delivered more in the man-made world. So there may be something around that as well. There's a lot here to do about seeing clearly, that's for sure, and not getting caught up in face value or giving your energy too much away in the moment to the smaller things. Keep your own alignment of where you're going very clear and not being pulled off your pathway. That feels very much the message to take with us this week. And thank you, Joe and Gail, for finding your way here. Your high priestesses yourself to be able to tune into this today, because the streaming is broken in the main group. And so thank you for that. It's awesome that you found it. And I really appreciate your sharing. And as you can see, the collective, it just hones that message even more. So we've got a very strong message to be going forward with our week. Have an amazing week. And I'll see you next Monday. Hopefully, the streaming will be all above ground. Very high priestess, very hidden today. All right, take care. Bye for now. Have a good day. Mwah.